This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Right now at 4, we begin with a live look over downtown St. Louis. We are in weather alert as storms could develop over the next few hours. Thanks so much for being here at 4. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. Those storms could turn severe in some parts of the bi-state. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell with your Weather First forecast.
You know, Brent and Kay, we did have a couple of storms that were more intense off to the east and southeast of St. Louis, southern portions of St. Clair County, down into northern parts of Randolph County. Some gusty winds being reported down towards Marissa, but at this point, the threat of severe weather seems to be confined to areas farther east of St. Louis. We have the clouds around the metro area right now. Most of our rain has shifted east and southeast of St. Louis. Here's your Weather First Doppler radar and showing you that line of showers and thunderstorms, which is not overly aggressive at this point. That's okay. We need the rainfall off to the east of St. Louis and the farm fields in Illinois in most cases. That line is approaching Interstate 57, and by about 4:30, 5 o'clock, most of this will be exiting the 5 on your side area with some downpours, some cloud to ground lightning. As you look down to the south, we had some heavier rain earlier down towards Farmington and that area down towards St. Francis, St. Genevieve County. Locally 2 to 3 inches of rainfall there. Also in southern portions of St. Clair County, around Marissa, close to 3 inches. That led to some flash flooding, if you will, so flood advisories in effect there. This is what it looked like from Cal Suite headquarters, looking south towards Hecker. Jill shared this with us. Jill is one of our 5 on your side weather watchers that is on our Facebook group. You can join that group too, because we'd like to know what's going on in your neighborhood. Storms are diminishing here. The strong storms are over Illinois and they're weakening somewhat. Any rain's going to end by later this evening, and then quiet weather Thursday and Friday. We'll stay on weather alert for the next hour or two, and then after that, our threat for any really intense weather diminishes considerably. We'll see in a few minutes. We'll talk about some more unsettled weather in time for the weekend. All
right, we'll see you then, Scott. Go ahead and stay on top of the Weather First forecast by texting the word weather to 314-425-5355. We'll send it to your phone.
Many people are still without power following severe storms in the bi-state last Friday and Saturday. According to Ameren's outage website, less than 10,000 customers don't have service in Missouri right now. Most of those outages are in the U-City area. Ameren, Missouri said it hopes to have all power restored by tonight. Across the river, more than 2,500 customers don't have power in Illinois. Most of those outages are in St. Clair County.
Well, the city of St. Louis was poorly equipped to handle a surge of emergency phone calls over the weekend during the deadly storms. That from a news conference today where police and fire officials spelled out what they're up against. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is live outside of the fire department with more details for us. Mark.
Brent, good afternoon. The city of St. Louis is desperate for manpower. Only 4 people were fielding the phone calls, answering those phones when they were ringing once every 7 seconds during that deadly stretch of storms on Saturday. With more people on deck, more hands on deck, they could cut down that wait time where people are waiting on hold, improving emergency response times. Every step in that logistical timeline, sending help out to the field, compounded from there. Some people would hang up and try to call back, adding to their wait time on hold. Others might have been farther away from the specific type of vehicle they needed most. These systems are supposed to be designed to handle stress, but when every second counts, experts say smarter technology can also help to locate those phone calls before someone ever picks up, cutting down on the time you spend on the phone. In St. Louis, we just don't have that kind of technology, and the limited staff at 911, fire, and EMS aren't cross-trained to be able to pitch in and help out when one agency or another is swamped.
We want all 3 units cross-trained, but we can't start that cross-training until we build our numbers up with dispatchers. When we're about 75% of capacity with dispatchers is when we can take someone away from their job and start training them.
Pay raises kick in this month. Officials feel that's a big boost in their effort to recruit, hire, and train more people. That can give them that effort to cross-train there. The city plans to also break ground on a massive 911 call center here in the middle of next year with an eye on opening that up, complete with a child care center to look out for the first responders' children sometime in the year 2026. Reporting live in St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
It was a chaotic 4th of July in downtown St. Louis. This is video we shot from the KSDK rooftop following the fireworks show at the Gateway Arch. In one video, a person is seen throwing a firework into a portable toilet. Another video shows fireworks being fired in City Garden. A short time later, a person was seen joyriding in a scissor lift down Market Street. We pressed St. Louis police about their response to these downtown incidents.
We addressed it as well as we could we did have, in addition to, I believe we had a detail specifically for the fireworks. We also had our summer detail that we put out every weekend. And so we were able to, move our resources where we saw fit to try to address those issues as they were coming up. But it was just a busy holiday, 4th of July.
Police say over the past 2 days, officers responded to more than 300 fireworks calls in the city. 5 on Your Side's Justina Coronel will have much more on this story tonight on 5 on Your Side at 5 and 6.
Right now, investigators trying to figure out what sparked a deadly fire overnight in St. Charles County. Just after midnight, Central County Fire and Rescue showed up to this home on Arlington Drive. They say the fire started in the garage there and then spread. During the search, firefighters found a 49-year-old man dead inside the garage. His wife and daughter were able to escape unharmed.
Our encouragement to people is to have that escape plan. Know your way out of your house in the event of a fire, and practice it so that you have that practice under your belt. When an emergency happens, you don't get separated from other members of the family and everybody's able to get out safely.
The fire marshal is investigating. They have not ruled out fireworks as a possible cause. Our Laura Bacheski is covering the story today. Look for her reports at 5 and 6.
We've learned the identity of the man shot and killed in South City early this morning. Just before 12:30, St. Louis police were called to the shooting on Chippewa near Gravois. A man and woman had been shot. The man, Wade Featherston, died. The woman told police they were in the area when a car and motorcycle drove by, firing several shots. Right now, police have not identified a suspect. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or the anonymous Crime Stoppers tip line at 866-371-TIPS. Today, we learned the identity of a 10-year-old boy shot and killed in Belleville. The Major Case Squad says Brandon Scott was playing video games inside his home when a bullet came through the window, killing him. Investigators are still trying to identify suspects and a motive. Anyone with information is urged to call the Major Case Squad. The number is 618-825-5200.